In this video, I'm going to explain what cryptocurrencies are, how they work, and what they mean for the future. They truly are the next generation of money. But before I get into the meat, I'm going to play a quick cartoon that continues on with the penguin story from another video I made a couple of weeks ago. If you want to skip ahead, it goes for about 2.5 minutes. Otherwise, enjoy.
On the line, we have Pongo Pigeon, calling all the way from the Pigeon Islands. Pongo, thanks for calling. How can this pirate pillage some truth for you today?
Hello, mate. First time, long time. I must say you do a swell job.
Just keeping it real, my man, keeping it real.
Great. I want to know, have you and your listeners started using Birdcoin yet?
I know I have. My dear friend engineer was brutally murdered in front of me a few weeks ago and he left me some. They are great. The best way to keep the grubby hands of the state off your hard-earned, I reckon.
Yes. And your savings can't be inflated away like this so-called real money.
Hey, didn't we meet a few weeks ago?
Yes, you got me, sir. I'm actually your coin maker.
I should have known. I really should have known. That was the Pillaging Pirate Hour. Thank you for listening, everyone. I'll see you when I see you.
I thought we were going to end these things.
I know. We've tried, mate. We can't find them. We reckon there's a bunch of servers in the Pigeon Island, but word has it they're all over the place.
What do you mean, all over the place, fool?
I mean, penguins can move them about instantly, anywhere in the world. You could have an account in the Pigeon Islands, the United Colonies, hell, you could have one in Snakeland if you were brave enough. Even if we were allowed to, the moment we move in, they just move them out.
But why do the penguins trust them? They aren't even backed by brutal state force.
They don't need to be. They use maths and they talk to each other somehow. Yeah, I don't quite get it, but mate, I was actually thinking of getting some.
What?
Ugh.
Get me, sorry, snake.
Cryptocurrencies are coming, but unlike winter, they aren't something to dread, and they aren't going anywhere anytime soon. You've likely heard about them in the media recently due to Bitcoin's huge increase in value last year. You're also just as likely to have heard some so-called expert dismiss them as gambling or a fad or a currency of criminals. Nothing could be further from the truth. This video is about the economic and social implications, so I'll try not to bore you with the technical details, but this is the basic gist. Cryptocurrencies use a technology called blockchain along with cryptography to record all transactions that ever happen on a cryptocurrency network. In other words, whenever you send cryptocurrency to your friend or businesses or wherever, the entire network can see that transaction. The network then verifies each transaction through unique keys and complex mathematics. Once verified, a transaction stays there forever. As individuals verify transactions across the network, they create new blocks based on the old ones, hence the term blockchain. The computers validating the transactions are called miners, and they usually receive their own coins or tokens as a reward. It's a little more complicated than that, and I'll put a number of sources in the description for further reading and viewing, but this video isn't about the technical aspects. All you need to know is that the blockchain is a continuously updating record of who holds what. Today, I want you to know why you should ignore the naysayers and get on board. Quick disclaimer. I am not going to tell you which crypto to buy in order to get a juicy return, mostly because I have no idea where each is going. This video is simply to explain why you should be taking them very seriously. The money you have in your bank right now is just a number on the screen. The bank is trusted to keep your savings in their online accounts, and you can transfer from one bank to another anytime you want to. The bank itself guarantees the money is real and that the transaction took place. When you withdraw cash from an ATM, the bank guarantees that money is real and not counterfeit. Cryptocurrencies remove the need for banks, or trusted third parties to verify transactions. That means if you want to purchase something, there is no middleman. All you need are 2 wallets and you can send coins directly from one to the other instantly, anywhere in the world. You can be completely confident in the knowledge that any coins you receive are real and that the transactions took place because it's recorded and verified by the blockchain. Not only does it remove the need for intermediaries, it completely solves the issue of Gresham's law without the need for centralized monetary control through force. Gresham's law is an observation in economics that bad money drives out good. More exactly, if coins containing metal of different value have the same value as legal tender, the coins composed of the cheaper metal will be used for payment, while those made of more expensive metal will be hoarded or exported and thus tend to disappear from circulation. 1 Bitcoin will always be 1 Bitcoin, and you can be certain that it is 1 Bitcoin. That Bitcoin can be divided into 100 million parts, but 1 Bitcoin will always be 1 Bitcoin. For a little bit of trivia, the smallest unit of Bitcoin, or 1/100 millionth, is called 1 Satoshi, in honor of the fabled creator Satoshi Nakamoto, who may or may not exist. Cryptocurrencies cannot be forged, and you can't create new ones without following the rules. Even then, they are almost always maxed out at a certain limit. In my video, A Brief History of Money, I discussed the problem of inflation and debasement and how when the government controls the money supply, it will always eventually debase that money to serve its own interests. These days, it's done through endless printing and creation through the reserve banking system. In the past, the state simply lowered the content of precious metals in coins. Now, they just create money out of thin air. By decentralizing the creation of coins and verifying transactions across the network, we have sound money free from government controls, free from intermediaries, and free from Gresham's law. Money that can be transferred instantaneously anywhere in the world without cost. The implications are enormous and cannot be overstated. The potential utility is almost endless. Want to go on a holiday in Thailand without paying massive foreign exchange fees? Use cryptocurrencies. Want to keep your money away from the grubby hands of the government? Use cryptocurrencies. Want to know the value of your money won't be eroded away through stealth theft known as inflation? That's right, use cryptocurrencies. Yes, the value is volatile right now. Blockchain is a relatively new technology and we haven't quite worked out the full implications yet. However, once they are mainstream, they are going to change the world in ways we haven't even thought of yet. The fact that they remove the need for government control of money means they have the potential to free the world from a slavery that began at the dawn of civilization. No longer will there be a central authority controlling access to resources through the supply of money. No longer will governments be able to borrow against the production of our grandchildren and use it to buy votes off the lazy and inept. No longer will governments be able to debase the currency and destroy the economy slowly from the ground up, all for their own power. Governments around the world have spent the last 100 years printing money endlessly, only to spend it on wasteful welfare and other useless government programs. We are now in huge amounts of debt that is unlikely to ever be repaid. The state has proven repeatedly it cannot be trusted when it comes to pretty much everything. The system is going to crash for the same reason an individual goes bankrupt and loses everything when they max out their credit cards and refuse to repay. The only difference between the state and the household is the state can hide their disastrous policies through inflating the money supply. That means the disaster it eventually creates is a hell of a lot worse. It will crash, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not in 10 years, but it will crash eventually. Cryptocurrencies remove the need to pretend we require the state for anything but the most basic functions. They bring honesty back to the monetary system. I'm sure once they catch on, the government will try, as they always do, to take the power away from the people. Nevertheless, for the first time in human history, they will be on the back foot. The true utility of blockchain isn't just the complete, trustworthy, unhackable, unforgeable transactions anywhere in the world instantaneously. No, the true utility is the only utility that truly matters. Individual liberty and emancipation from endless tyrannical slavery. The state can finally be what it is supposed to be, a servant, a dog under heel begging for the scraps of its masters, the human race under God.
These Birdcoin need to be destroyed. I, Soros Snake, have an idea. Tell me I can't lose my power. We make our own Birdcoins. We pay all our minions with them and force everyone to accept them. You are one devious snake. Yes, I know.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching my video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and the bell if you aren't subbed already. The bell will let you get notifications. As I'm sure most of you know, YouTube don't like small channels for some reason, so they're really doing their best to not promote us. Not exactly sure why they want to do that. I guess they just want to give more money to their own preferred creators. All good. I'll keep making content for you. You click the bell, you'll get notified every time I make a new video. Also, hopefully there should be 2 videos being suggested for you here, and one of them will be why democracy fails and how to fix it, so you can go and see the first installment of the penguin cartoon on this one. Again, hope you enjoyed my video. Comment, like, subscribe, all that kind of nonsense, and I'll see you when I see ya.